Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company. Because every business needs a strong connection, so you can get the service you need while focusing on what matters the most. Like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. With a company-owned bandwidth, you can have a strong and private connection that can give your business that much needed boost.
That concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits.
Oh, nasaan na yung files?
They're all in the cloud, sir.
Good job!
And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. After all, that's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit, maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
By the Blazers, against Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.
It's a bright, sunshiny afternoon here at the ENDERUN College's gym here in Taguig as we open Season 3 of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup, participated by 18 top collegiate teams. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Coach Chris King de la Cruz, and joining me at the panel is Coach Russell Ripon. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach Chris. It's been a beautiful day of basketball so far. We're looking forward to the next game.
And we are covering the second game of our opening day hostilities between the Lyceum Pirates going up against the FEU Tamaraws. And let me just remind you, everyone, that we are live over at our different social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube, and over at Aliw 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. And let's talk about the tournament format or the participating teams here in the Collegiate Cup of the PINOYLIGA. We have De La Salle University, Green Archers, Adamson Soaring Falcons, UP Fighting Maroons, who clinched their first win here in the tournament, FEU Tamaraws, NU Bulldogs, UE Warriors, Mapua Cardinals, San Beda Red Lions, LPU Pirates, University of Perpetual Help, Altas, Enderun Titans, Guaming Colleges, Our Lady of Fatima Colleges, MCU Supremos, Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Diliman College, Ateneo de Manila University, our defending champion, and San Sebastian College, Recoletos. And we have Group Prime here. Let's take a look on the teams in Group Prime. We have De La Salle University, NU Bulldogs, Ateneo de Manila University, Guangming College, LPU Pirates, FEU Tamaraws, Mapua Cardinals, MCU Supremos, and Enderun Titans. While the other group, Group Edge, is composed of the UP Fighting Maroons, UE Warriors, Diliman College, Our Lady of Fatima University, Adamson Soaring Falcons, University of Perpetual Help, San Beda Red Lions, San Sebastian College, Stags, and the Colegio de San Juan de Letran. And let's take a look, Coach Russell, on the tournament format that we have here in our Collegiate Cup.
Yes, we're in store for 3 months of great basketball. We obviously have teams divided into two brackets. The top two teams in each bracket will advance to the quarterfinals, and they'll have a twice-to-beat advantage. Teams that are positioned numbers 3 to 6 will engage each other in the crossover play-in tournament. The three lowest-ranked teams are eliminated, and the great thing about this is the semifinal and final are both knockout games, so it's win or go home.
Every game counts here at the Collegiate Cup of PINOYLIGA. It's a race to the top early on in the tournament. And let's see what's around the socials here. The Far Eastern University Tamaraws had tapped a new head coach in the person of multiple champion import of the Alaska Milkmen before, Sean Chambers. And I had the chance to talk to Coach Sean before the game started here. He's just observing and letting Coach Denok take his place, and we have many players to watch here. One notable player is Pasaol, John Ray Pasaol. What can you say about this player, Coach?
Well, you look at a player that has been through the wars of the UAP, plays at a high level, has multiple skills, and probably a player that Coach Sean is going to lean on heavily as he makes his foray into the UAP.
And on the other side of the camp here, we have the LPU Pirates. We have so many players to watch out for. And speaking of this team, Coach Russell, how can you describe that they endured so many exoduses from players going out from their teams in the last 2 or 3 months?
Well, every challenge is an opportunity. So now you're in a situation where you have your set roster, and now you're just trying to figure out how best to put those pieces together in a way that's going to be helpful to your team and it's going to maximize your success. So you never know how these things turn out, and you hope the best for the players. But right now, it's about the 15 or 19 guys you have in your team and trying to do what's best for them.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Russell. The stage is set for this game, FEU against LPU Pirates. Let's turn it over to Alvin Tanyada, our venue announcer, for the player call-ups and the starting five.
Magandang araw mga kaliga. Collegiate basketball intensifies here inside the Enderun Gymnasium in the city of Taguig. And live through our social media page, Pinoyliga Cup, and YouTube channel, Pinoyliga TV. And simulcast live over LPU Channel 23. Kompleto na ang channel. This is your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 3. Our second game for today's doubleheader will feature the LPU Pirates going up against the FEU Tamaraws. Let us first meet the protagonists. First, for the LPU Pirates. Starting off with player number 0, Julian Kalanay. Player number 3, John Baba. Player number 4, Jordan Lopez. Player number 7, Claude Vodganya. Player number 12, Joshua Moralejo. Player number 13, Kyle Montaño. Player number 15, Genesis Aviles. Player number 16, Rafael Algado. Player number 23, J.M. Garzosa. Player number 26, J.M. Bravo. Player number 17, Simon Peña. Player number 51, John Del Valenzuela. Player number 82, Ryan Palingayan. And player number 77, Jonathan Daile. And now let's meet the players for the FEU Tamaraws. Player number 2, John Cadines. Player number 3, Johnny Bautista. Player number 5, Cedric Daa. Player number 7, Samuel Alfonsos. Player number 10, Leighton Buenaventura. Player number 15, Aaron Magudo. Player number 16, BJ Prey. Player number 22, Omar Gordon. Player number 23, Mohamed Konate. Player number 27, Miguel Ona. Player number 28, Luke Felipe. Player number 31, John Ray Pasaon. Player number 35, Rojan Montemayor. Player number 77, Zerbian Devas. And now let us meet the starters. First, for the LPU Pirates. Point guard number 12, Joshua Moralejo. Shooting guard number 7, Claude Vodganya. Center number 15, Genesis Aviles. Small forward number 3, John Baba. And at power forward number 13, Kyle Montaño. Coaching the Pirates is Gilbert Malaban. And now let's meet the starters for the FEU Tamaraws. Point guard number 31, John Ray Pasaon. Shooting guard number 3, Jordan Bautista. Center number 23, Mohamed Konate. Small forward number 15, Aaron Magudo. And at power forward number 16, BJ Prey. Coaching the Tamaraws is Sean Chambers. The referees for this match, Gucci and Clark Murphy. First umpire, Lucio Veladore. And second umpire, Jonte Halawini. This game is under the supervision of our Pinoyliga Cup Commissioner, Wilson Ack, Pinoyliga Cup Technical Head, Ian Borbe, and Pinoyliga Cup Founder, Mr. Benny Benitez. And we are recognized by the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. This is your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 3, number 1.
Second game now of our opening day underway. LPU Pirates against FEU Tamaraws. FEU having a first crack at the possession here in offense as traveling violation was committed there by Mohamed Konate. LPU Pirates now. Creating for them is Joshua Moralejo, being hounded by 2 green shirts. Montaño from way out is good. 3-0 is our score here. FEU getting the first basket of this ball game.
He almost shot that out of the gym. He has a decent, above decent range, so we'll see how much that holds up the rest of the game.
Mohamed Konate, on the other hand, for FEU, doing damage inside. I talked to Coach Bert Flores earlier in this game. They're happy with the development of this player. Better FSA coming in this season for them, and they're excited as Konatse drills in that bonus free throw to make it 3-all here for FEU and LPU. Montaño. Corner 3. No good for Macleod Guadagna. Pasaol gives it to Konatse.
Well, it looks like their focus will be getting the ball in the paint to their big, which is a strength for them. So let's see how that holds up for the rest of the game. If they can continue to pound the ball in the post.
Because they hold an advantage inside. Coach Russell, Mohamed Konatse lording it over inside. He has all FEU's 5 points. Konate protects that letter. Forward pass to Pasaol. Pasaol, extra pass. No good. 3-pointer hits the front iron. And follow up. VJ Prey. Coach Gilbert Malabanan doesn't want what he sees and he calls a timeout. They trail 7-3. We'll be back after this timeout.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
Back here for first quarter action. 8 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. 7-3 is our count with FEU leading the LPU Pirates. 5 of those points coming from their FSA Mohamed Konatse, which I've known from Coach Bert Flores earlier. They're excited with this player being a better choice as an FSA compared to their previous FSA.
Well, you look at how he's playing so far in the past 3 minutes. He has great feet. He's communicating. He understands the offense well because he's directing when he has the ball in his hands. Solid. Obviously, he's a presence in the paint on defense. So, yeah, he definitely has a lot of potential going forward.
DJ Pre now gives it to Joric Bautista. 10 seconds to shoot. Joric Bautista pulls up from mid-range and it's good, making it 9-3 for FEU. 7 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. LPU against Konatse. No good on that try. That's Gael Montaño. Pasaol looking for Konate inside, but there will be a foul away from play. It will go against number 13, Kyle Montaño.
Well, you can see the difference in philosophies between these two teams, given their personnel and the way they like to play. LPU wants to go up and down. They're looking for kick-out threes, whereas you look at FEU and their obvious intention is to get the ball in the paint first and then play off of that.
Two contrasting styles here being seen between these two competing teams. FEU executing their half-court style of basketball, while LPU running. Konate, hook shot inside, unmolested. 7 points now for the big man of FEU. 11-3 is our count.
You gotta love that move in the paint. He had his, great footwork, was able to control himself, and he had a nice jump hook. Yeah, he's definitely a presence on both ends of the floor.
John Barba getting away from the defense there of the interior players of FEU. But Maguno, second serving, still no good. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Barba shakes and bakes, one-hander, no good. Buttered by the defense of Konatse. FEU now creating. John Ray Pasaol escaping. One-hander, no good. Miscommunication there on the rebound play. Versosa now for LPU. Kick out pass. But there was Joshua Moralejo for that cleanup job. And there will be an offensive foul to be called against a green shirt.
I would like to say that was not a bad shot. It was just it was an assist for the putback.
It was an assist.
Yes.
Joshua Moralejo being at the right place at the right time, picking up the garbage there.
Absolutely.
That's nice. Maclod Guadagna with that one-leg fadeaway jumper to make it 11-9. Don't look now, but Lyceum is getting inch closer here. 5 minutes, 7 minutes remaining in the first. Godanis. Konate, 9 points now for the big man of FEU. 9 of the 13 points belongs to that big man. Unmolested inside Guadagna.
He got a great seal. Nice bounce pass. Easy shot. It's good basketball.
FEU now, forward pass for the attack. But Jedrick Daal loses space there. As we see here, Lion Palingayan. Another recruit for Coach Gilbert Malabanan for the point guard duties. Checking in here for Lyceum.
You have to like the way that LPU's responded. They were down early, but they've clawed their way back in. They've gotten good shots because they've been able to get out in transition.
Good adjustments made there by Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Trying to hit the weakness of FEU, which is more or less running against them.
You know, you look at the situation, and that's probably a way that LP will want to attack FEU, is by forcing the big to come out and defend in space. Konate got his, was able to, he earned a foul there because he had a guard in a pick and roll action.
Barba, 10 seconds to shoot for LPU. Back to Guadagna. Guadagna thinking about three. But they were bothered by the defense of Daa forcing his way. But he would want to calm the troops. Godinez gives it to DJ Prey. No good on that runner. Lion Palingayan rushing things now for LPU. Goes inside. At the post. Turn around there for J.M. Bravo. Is no good, but he will be fouled and he will trip the line for two.
You have to wonder whether or not LPU will be able to take advantage of the fact that Konate is out of the game. Can they get some traction in the post and get easier shots without having to contend with the big guy and his presence in the paint?
Konate is out, and this is the chance for LPU to bring the ball inside without that imposing presence in the paint in the person of Muhammad Konate. Bravo sinks in that first free throw. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Benaventura secures the letter for FEU, but he will be called, but he'll be fouled there. J.M. Bersosa with that first personal foul, third team foul for LPU. Godinez against Lion Palingayan. Goes to his left. Nice move by Da. Anything but the shot. Bravo gives it back to Palingayan. Elbow three is good for John Barba to even the score at 13 points with 2 minutes 59 seconds remaining in the first. It's now the turn of Coach Denok Miranda and Coach Sean Chambers to call the timeout. 13 all is our score. We'll be back after this timeout.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
2 minutes 59 seconds remaining in the first. We're even at 13 all. Good adjustments made here by Coach Gilbert Malabanan, which prompted the coaching staff of the FEU Tamaraws to call their timeout. Coach, if you see here in our screens, if the listeners and the viewers are seeing Coach Denok Miranda still at the helm calling the shots here. Coach Sean Chambers in attendance, but he's still observing the team as of this playing date.
Well, this is a chance and opportunity for Coach Sean to evaluate and to observe the state of the team as it is now and figure out where he can have the most impact going forward. Obviously, he'll have his own decisions to make regarding playing style and offense and defensive concepts. But, you know, I think it's credit to him that he's allowing the team to operate as is so he can figure out what to do next.
Good observations there. As I heard also that they will be implementing the triangle offense from this point forward as he now takes the helm of this team going into the next season of the UAAP.
Well, he has a heavy influence of his former coach, Coach Tim Cohn, and Coach Tim has proven that the triangle works and is still relevant in today's game. So I'm sure Coach Sean will have his own slant and take on the triangle that will be the most successful for his guys.
He will be having an easy time probably because he will be helped by another master of the triangle, their ace point guard in the 90s, Coach Johnny Abarrientos, who's a member of the coaching staff of the FEU Tamaraws.
Well, I mean, it's always great to have your teammates around, so I'm sure they will lean on each other as they navigate the building of this program under Coach Sean's leadership.
John Peñafiel shooting 2 from the line after being fouled. Both teams now in the penalty. 2 minutes 39 seconds remaining. Peñafiel missing the first, but making the second to break the tie. LPU fourth in all. Their first taste of the lead in this game. Under 2.5 minutes remaining. Corner 3 for the Tamaraws, in and out. Ona secures the second serving to take back the lead. 15-14 for the Tamaraws. 2 minutes 7 seconds remaining in the first.
FEU was quicker to the ball on the offensive rebound, so that's a tough foul. That's a tough one.
Baguno fouling the three-point shooter there. JM Bravo, possible 3 free throws here being given. JM Bravo being fouled beyond the three-point line. Bravo misses the first. I also talked to Coach Gilbert earlier. Some of his mainstays won't be playing today as some of their players lost their uniforms, so they had to reproduce their uniforms.
Oh no!
Fortunately,
I had a player that I coached in high schools decades ago, but he was so committed to being prepared that he would prepare his bag for practice and games the night before. So maybe the LPU guys need to take a lesson from that and just always be prepared and always make sure that you have your stuff with you.
Preparation is not only practicing, it's not only skills development, but also being responsible holistically. So
Oh,
we now
yes.
go back to the action as LPU now running. Peñafiel gives it to Lion Palingayan, back to Peñafiel. 1 minute 36 seconds remaining. Inside move there by JM Bravo. No good, as there was a foul called against Gail Ona. 2 free throws now for JM Bravo, as both teams are now in the penalty.
You look at the situation, and Coach Dennock is bringing back Konate into the game, probably with the understanding that the Pirates have taken advantage of the lack of that presence in the paint. So it remains to be seen what the adjustment will be for LPU now that they have to contend with the defensive presence of number 23.
Let's see how the Pirates will adjust with this Konate coming back in with 1 minute 25 seconds remaining in the first. Konate inside. Semi-hook with the left, no good. JM Bravo secures the letter for LPU. Peña Flor off to the races. Corner 3, leg, no good. Konate with that rebound, but there was a foul. And I think it will go against John Godinez.
Well, you notice they went right to Konate on their first offensive possession with him in the game. So he's going to draw a presence, and he's going to be a presence and make an imprint on the game, regardless of where he is on the floor.
He is a matchup nightmare, Coach Russell, because there are no players in the roster of Lyceum coming more or less close to his height and heft. So FEU will take advantage of that height and heft advantage for them.
Absolutely. So it becomes a question for LPU whether or not they can prevent the ball from getting in paint in the first place. Can they put enough pressure on the ball to obstruct the view of getting the ball inside?
Godinez. Baguno. 52 seconds remaining in the first. Godinez pull up from mid-range is good.
A heck of a
19 to
shot.
17 is our count now. Last 43 seconds remaining in the first. Lion Palingayan gives it to JM Bravo. Dileg uses that Bravo screen. Bravo against JM Bravo against Konate, but there was a foul.
That was a nice jumper in rhythm over a bigger player, over contested hand. I think we're seeing Bravo get into a rhythm now.
Bravo proving one of the main guys of Coach Gilbert Balabanan for the LPU side. John Ray Pasaol checking back in for John Godinez. There was a warning being assessed for resentment to a call. Next infraction for that will be a technical foul, as we see here Peñafiel trooping the line, sinking his first free throw. Upping the lead now to 22 to 17 with 28 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Peñafiel, second free throw. No good. Muhammad Konate grabs the rebound. Daa gives it to Pasaol. Daa, 20 seconds remaining. Pasaol uses the Konate screen, kicks it out to Daa. Again, Pasaol lines up or thought of the three, kicks it out, corner three, but it was blocked. Dileg, last touch. Ball will remain with FEU with 6 seconds remaining. 2 seconds on the shot clock for FEU. Let's see what they can do here in this offensive sequence. Konate, short jumper, but it was blocked by Bravo. 2 seconds remaining. Bravo. But he was not able to beat the first quarter clock. Miscommunication there 22-17 is our score. LPU up against FEU. We'll be back for the second quarter. We're back for the second quarter of action, second game of our opening day of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. LPU Pirates leading 22-17. LPU doing the adjustments midway. This is why they have this lead after trailing FEU in the early stages is this game. Peñafiel challenging Konatse inside. He lost the ball out of bounds.
You got to love the fact that Konate stayed vertical. That's why there wasn't a foul called.
Good basketball IQ here being shown by Muhammad Konatse of FEU. 5 seconds to shoot. Montaño from way beyond. No good. Daileg contests that rebound but was protected by DJ Prey. Bautista. He was called there for a traveling. Second guess that move, coach.
You know, it's interesting. Possession by possession, the Pirates continued to compete, and before you knew it, they're leading the game. It was so like inconspicuous how they did it, but obviously they took advantage of the fact that Conti was out of the game, and they started like getting good shots, and now they're in a rhythm.
That early timeout called by Coach Gilbert Malabanan was helpful to get them back on track. Probably reminding them of the game plan as Pasahol drives, but he will be fouled there by Kyle Montaño as he drove to the baseline. John Ray Pasahol, brother of former UP Warrior Pasahol. His brother is a big-time scorer way back in college. DJ Prey. Bautista from way beyond. No good, all air there. Ill-advised shot there for Bautista. Plenty of time remaining in the clock for FEU during that offensive possession. 8 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Versosa thought about the three. Gives it back. Versosa lines up 4-3. It's good. To make it 25-17.
Sorry, Coach. Yeah, that's been a difference for LPU is their ability to shoot that outside shot. It's kept them in the game and then now has helped them develop this 8-point lead.
They have been in the rhythms after that early timeout as Pasahol misses badly on the three-point attempt. Prey, Montemayor. 10 seconds to shoot. Bautista. No one there inside. Miscommunication from the side of the Tamaraws. Turnover. Ball possession will be back at the hands of LPU Pirates. 7 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the second quarter. seems that the rhythm of FEU Coach Russell is disrupted right now. Earlier they've been they had a good ball movement, and right now it has been reduced to one shot, one possession game for them.
Yeah, it sort of looks like they're taking forced shots. They're not really letting the offense work for them. So, you know, forced shots are basically turnovers because you're not able to really account for the rebounding, positioning, and all that kind of stuff. So you want to make sure that that's a great shot right there. Great recognition on the part of FEU.
DJ Prey alone inside. Defense of FEU, or LPU rather, late to react, resulting to that end one play. Opportunity for DJ Prey here
But
to up this lead.
it all started with a defensive finishing a defensive possession, which resulted in a transition bucket. So that's probably their secret formula right now, getting back in this game, is you have Konate here who can actually deter shots in the paint, get the rebound, get out and run, and get easy buckets.
LPU was outnumbered there in that play, resulting to that easy shot underneath by VJ Prey. 25-20 is our count now. 7 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. Second quarter. LPU against FEU Tamaraws. Pasaol fouling there. Rafael Garo.
A little bit too aggressive on defense, I think.
Too aggressive, too excited. Montaño. LPU loses that handle. VJ Prey attacks the middle. One-handed shot, no good. LPU now running. Hesitation move now. Guadagna gives it back to Kyle Montaño, but there's a kickball violation. Shot clock reset to 14 seconds for LPU. 6.5 minutes and change here in the second quarter.
You're seeing, I think, better ball movement on the side of the Pirates. I think the ball's moving from wing to the baseline, which makes the defense have to chase. That's why they're getting some good shots.
There's more fluidity in terms of their offense with this Lyceum team. Carino, Montemayor gives it up. Guadagna, three-point shot, no good. Montaño, second serving, inside pass. Montaño, mid-range, is good. Kyle Montaño ups the lead of LPU to 7 points, 27-26 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
It's all about confidence, Coach. Once you give a team confidence, now you give them momentum. So the question will be for FEU, can they regain momentum of the game?
Coach, is the benching earlier or giving a rest to Muhammad Konatse a factor in gaining confidence for the players for LPU?
I think it loosened them up definitely to be confident with taking good shots and moving the ball. With Konate in the middle, you already know one option's taken away. But now that when he wasn't there, the options expand. So that probably did have a measure of impact on the fact that they were able to feel confident about the shots they were taking.
VJ Prey, on the other hand, taking the scoring cudgels here for FEU, reducing that lead to only 5:27-22. Valenzuela being cornered by Konatse. And he will lose the ball. John Valenzuela, one of the pickups of Coach Gilbert Malabanan from their Team B, playing here. Ball back here to the possession of the FEU Tamaraws. John Ray Pasaol inside to Konate. Guadagna, Konate, follow up, too strong. But second serving is good for Muhammad Konatse as they inch their way back closer, reducing the lead to only 3 points, 27-24, 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
You gotta love a competitive game, Coach Chris. Both teams really trying to make the defense work on in order to get good shots. Now it's a possession game as early as the second quarter. You gotta make sure you take care of the ball.
Joric Bautista gives it to Konate. Konate provides the screen. Valenzuela fighting it for LPU. But there's a foul. It will go against John Del Valenzuela. John Del Valenzuela checking out together with Rafael Garo. DJ Prey making his move. Wanted to kick that ball out to Pasahol, but was intercepted by LPU. Duty foul there by John Ray Pasahol, disrupting that fast break attack. Good foul there, Coach.
Yes, but you can already see that turnovers are really important in this game because it's a possession game. Every opportunity you have to score, you got to take advantage of it. So errant passes or unforced errors, you know, those are possessions you want to have back.
Let's see what's the call here. It's penalty situation now for LPU.
You gotta love the fact that we have instant replay here, so we can make sure we're making the right call and that we're making sure to be fair to both teams.
Only an ordinary for a regular foul called here against John Ray Pasahol because LPU was contesting that it was an unsportsmanlike foul, but our referees ruled it's only a regular foul. It's only the second team foul for the FEU Tamaraws. John Ray Pasahol being checked out here in favor of John Godinez Lopez now for LPU. Back to Guadagna. Guadagna gives it back to Lopez inside, but he was bothered by two green shirts there. Last touch by FEU. 14 seconds to shoot for LPU. 3 minutes 54 seconds remaining in the second. Guadagna. There will be an offensive foul against Genesis.
An illegal screen.
Aviles for that offensive foul. Versosa now checking back in. James Versosa for LPU Pirates. 3 minutes 48 seconds remaining. Godinez shaking and baking. DJ Prey. Bautista. 7 seconds remaining. 10 seconds to shoot. Bautista gives up to Prey. 3-point shot. Too strong, but Daa runs out of space. Ball possession will be back to the hands of LPU Pirates. 27-24. 3-point lead still for the LPU Pirates. 3 minutes 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I think Coach Sean and Coach Denna could be happy with that ball movement. Ball was really moving with some pace. Unfortunately, it's a turnover, but they're on the right track.
Kyle Montaño getting hot here in the second quarter, drilling that 3-point shot. Bautista giving back to VJ Prey. Handing off to Bautista. Daa. Back to VJ Prey. Bautista, mid-range jumper. No good. LPU now attacking. Bara zigzagging. And that will be good for the hoop. And the harm for John Bara.
They got out quick on that fast break, Coach Chris. They were in the front court very with a lot of speed and pace.
All cylinders working in terms of the running game of the LPU at this point of the ball game, Coach Russell.
Well, you know, it's a lot of what happens in a basketball game is whether or not you can get on a run and then sustain a run. So right now, starting with midway through that first quarter, the Pirates have been on a consistent run of, getting stops, finishing defensive possessions, and then getting good shots. So, again, all part of the recipe for having a good game and for playing well.
FEU almost called for the backcourt violation, 8-second violation there. Godinez, Bautista thought of the three. Kick out. Bautista again. 3-point shot, no good. There's a foul called against FEU, their third team foul. Number 27 of FEU was called for a foul, Nat Fuentes. Lopez now creating for LPU.
You know, in this matchup, both teams look evenly matched. I mean, they've been able to stop the opposing team from getting to what they want to do offensively. That shows me that there's a healthy level of competition and game plan being executed for both teams.
John Godinez with that difficult layup to make it 32-26. As you have said, this is an evenly matched teams made up of some mainstays and some upstarts, those prospects that they would want to consider bringing into their respective Team A lineups.
Well, you look at what the preseason can do for you. There's a lot of different philosophies. Do you really want to look at creating conditions for all players to succeed? Do you want to look at really bearing down on who that starting five is, who that rotation, or what that rotation is going to look like? Both have their merits, but when you look at using this time as best as possible, it really is giving all these guys an opportunity to play.
We have a timeout called by LPU. They're up 33-26 with 56.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back. We're back here in the ENDERUN College's gym. Last 56.8 seconds remaining in the first half. LPU Pirates up 33-26. And they have possession. Lopez manning the point for them. It's Jordan Lopez. 14 seconds to shoot for the Pirates. John Barra forcing his way in, no good on that drive. But pass intercepted by LPU, and John Barra finishing it for them, which prompted Coach Denok Miranda to call this timeout 35 to 26 is our count. Last 29.6 seconds here in the second quarter. We'll be back. And let's take a look at the lineup of the Lyceum Pirates. Genesis Aviles, John Michael Bersosa, John Del Valenzuela, Luis Reyes, Matt Bravo, CJ Alatica, Jetro Reyes among others, Ken Kaduyak, John Caicio to fill up the spaces left by the sudden exodus of some players during the off-season for Coach Gilbert Malabanan and the Lyceum Pirates. There's Joey Panghulan, one of their shooters who saw action in our last Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. Back to action now. John Ray Pasaol goes all the way. Quick score there after a timeout. 35 to 28. Still LPU leading last 13 seconds of the first half. Paulo kicks it out. 3-point shot from the corner is good for Julian Kulanay. Last ditch effort for FEU, no good. And that would be it. Coming into the halftime, LPU leading by 10, 38 to 28. We'll be back after the halftime break.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company. Because every business needs a strong connection, so you can get the service you need while focusing on what matters the most. Like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. With a company-owned bandwidth, you can have a strong and private connection that can give your business that much needed boost.
That concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits.
Oh, nasan na yung files?
They're all in the cloud, sir.
Good job!
And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. After all, that's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit, maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
Solid defense by Don Lim.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company, like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits. And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. We are Eastern Communications.
And we have a treat for you this halftime break as our CJ Ang is with our Mr. 100% Coach Sean Chambers of the FEU Tamaraws. CJ, take it away.
Thank you, Chris. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang head coach ng FEU Tamaraws, Coach Sean Chambers. Coach Sean, welcome to the Pinoyliga Cup. This is your first time handling a squad here in the Philippines as a head coach. How are your first practices with FEU and how are the boys adapting to your system?
For me, it's been great. So far, I've been entrusting to Coach Dinock to continue to do what they've been doing so I don't disrupt it right away. Starting next week is going to be more of me taking full control, allowing me to get adjusted, with jet lag and everything like that, but to get a chance to know all the players' names. But I believe starting next week is going to be full press Sean Chambers.
Coach, being a player before, how do you implement what you learned from your coaches to your players now?
I think most importantly is just having a coach entrust in you and believe in you.
And so that's the first thing I'm going to really push, not only from the players, but from the coaching staff. We're going to give our players full support at all times, and we're not going to work with a deficit mindset or a negative mindset. We're going to be more positive, and we're going to push for success that way.
Coach, is there someone you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, yeah. Maraming salamat to all my former fans and my teammates who have been so supportive, my Alaska Ace family, and just thanking them for all the support for my transition here back to the Philippines.
Coach, your message to the FEU community.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for all the support that I've been given from FEU, and I expect us to make them proud of, make our team and make our fans very proud of us.
Thank you so much, Coach. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, CJ and Mr. 100%, Coach Sean Chambers of the FEU Tamaraws as they trail the LPU Pirates 38-28 in this halftime of the second game of the opening games of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. Coach Russell, let's talk about the numbers. Why LPU is up by 10 points against FEU.
Well, a couple things to take a look at here. You're seeing a situation where, in terms of three-point shooting, LPU has made 5 out of 13. However, FEU has not made any of their 7 attempts. So that's 15-point difference, right? And you're also looking, I think, at the turnover ratio. You're looking at FEU that has 8 versus LPU that only has 4. So that's 4 extra possessions that LPU had in order to build a lead. According to the free throw numbers, it looks definitely LPU has the advantage. They shot 12 more free throws than FEU. So that's maybe a matter of aggressiveness, getting good shots, and maybe FEU's defense needing to adjust, especially when Konate is not in the game.
Seems that LPU made that good adjustment midway in the first quarter when Coach Gilbert Malabanan called that timeout. And we're underway here in the third quarter as Jedrick Daa makes that basket off that baseline drive to cut this lead to 38-30. Still in favor of LPU. Versosa now against Konatse. 10 seconds to shoot. Baseline drive for CJ Alatica. Ups the lead again to 10, 40-30. That's Peñafiel rather, who made that last basket for LPU.
When you look at that offensive possession by LPU earlier, it's amazing that they were able to draw Konate out of the paint by having his matchup handle the ball at the top of the key. That's why you're able to get that easy drive or easier drive at the basket for an easy layup. I mean, that's basically the formula LPU will need to use. Try to draw Konate away from the paint so that way they can get good shots.
That seems to be the game plan here for Coach Gilbert Malabanan to draw out Muhammad Konatse, the one who scored the first 9 points against them in the first quarter. Bravo thought about the three, steps back, hits the front of the iron. Godinez attacking for FEU. Gives it to Gonzalez. Corner 3, it's no good. But there's a foul which will be called against J.M. Versosa, LPU. Second team foul for LPU Pirates. Konatse driving, one-hander, too strong. Konatse, clean-up job, second serving, it's good.
Got to have a nose for the ball, Coach Chris. Konate did not give up on that play.
Konatse now slower after scoring 9 points in the first, only 2 points in the second, and now 2 points in the third. Bravo. No good. But he will be through the line. He was fouled on that drive.
You know, in that situation, you have to be disciplined defensively. You had done your job, you forced him to a tough shot, but because you don't stay vertical, the referee's going to make the call in the offense's favor. They had done a great job up until that point, FEU, so they have to learn or do a better job at least of defending without fouling in order to get back into this game.
GM Bravo now, first free throw. It's Muhammad Konate being bothered also on the defensive end. Earlier, he was blocking shots left and right, but now seems to more or less the interior defense has slowed him down also.
Well, you're looking at a situation where he has to make a choice. How far is he going to come up on his match at the top of the key? He's dropping into the paint, but he's never in a position where he can actually affect the shot defensively. So that's an adjustment that FEU is going to have to make.
DJ Prey doing the damage on the part of FEU, trimming that lead to a 7-point lead, 42-35 still. LPU on top. 7 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the third. JM Bravo thinking three against DJ Prey, spinning. 2 green shirts on him. Kick out. 3-pointer no good. Konatse protecting the letter. But there will be a foul against Joshua Moralejo against John Godinez, disrupting the fast break play of FEU. 7 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the third. VJ Prey dumps it inside Konatse. Daa kicks it out to Gonzalez. No good on the tree. Konatse disrupting on defense. Good hustle play there. Disrupting Joshua Moralejo. Out of bounds, LPU. Ball will go back to the hands of FEU.
I don't think that FEU has made a three-pointer this game, but they continue to get them. So they're going to have to find a way to have their feet ready, shot-ready hands, and get that shot up and get in some rhythm.
That will be the X factor here in this ball game. If LPU will go all the way to win this game, those outside shots that they knocked in. Konatse receiving the inbounds pass. Godinez shakes and bakes. VJ Prey, long 2-pointer. No good.
Looks like there's a lid on the basket for that three-pointer for FEU.
LPU now, second serving for JM Bravo. Offensive rebound, but he will be fouled. Da called for his third personal foul. Second team foul for FEU this quarter. Moralejo.
The turnout screen.
Runner is good for Guadagna. Ups the score to 44-35. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. VJ Prey freed inside. Again does the damage, but LPU running, attacking. Peña Fiel finishing. Again, a 9-point lead erected here by LPU. JM Bravo disrupting Godinez on that drive, but ball will remain in the hands of the FEU Tamaraws.
The running game is still effective for LPU in this third quarter. They've been able to stave off any kind of runs by FEU.
Godinez. Tough jumper, no good. Again, LPU off to the races. Guadagna gives it to Versosa. JM Bravo spinning, but Konatse was there to erase it, but there will be a foul called against the big man of FEU. Second personal foul for Muhammad Konatse. Daa and Godinez checking out. Pasaol and Bautista replacing them with 5 minutes, 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Jem Bravo again trooping the line for 2 free throws. The defensive discipline of FEU seems to be buttered here. They're committing too many fouls, Coach.
Yeah, you know, I'm watching this game and I see Konate sort of like in this no man's land where he's not establishing any kind of position. even if he's off the ball, he's not able to make an impact on the contest. So, and it's hard for FEU to go into a zone because LPU is shooting from their perimeter very well. You got to pick your poison at this point.
Again, hustling was the name of the game for LPU. VJ Prey was there for the turnaround semi-hook, and will have the chance for the hoop and the harm there as he was fouled on the way to making that basket.
You know, I think for FEU, that's the secret sauce for them, is they have to go back into getting in the paint and making the Pirates have to defend the ball in the paint. They can get good shots from that, and then they can get into a rhythm.
Because they have the advantage inside, the height advantage.
Absolutely.
Must use it now. 8 points is the lead of LPU, but there's a foul, hard foul being given up there.
You know, in that situation, Coach Chris, you're having to watch Konate have to defend in space. He has to move his feet laterally. He has to cover balls, the ball handler going downhill. That can be tough for a big man sometimes, especially if you're deep into the second half.
Conditioning also must be the question here for Muhammad Konate, as we have seen him puffing, huffing last possessions, and he can contest shots.
Well, you look. He was on the perimeter, on the wing in that defensive possession. He was nowhere near the basket, so he could not affect that. He could not affect that shot at all.
Pasaol, VJ Prey now, pump fake, is good for GJ Prey. Nice pump fake of that Pasaol assist to reduce this 8-point lead. Moralejo signaling the play for Lyceum. 4 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the third. Guadagna shaking and baking. 10 seconds to shoot for LPU. Kicks out Guadagna for 3. No good. Moralejo, second serving. 14 seconds to shoot for the Pirates. 10 seconds. JM Bravo against Pasahol. Steps back. And that's good for JM Bravo. JM Bravo has been doing the damage here for the Lyceum Pirates. Upping the lead now again to 10 points.
He's been in rhythm, Coach Chris. He's been in a rhythm, and he's feeling good about himself. That's why that's why those shots are going in, even the contested ones. You know, if you think about what LPU is doing too, is they are making FEU chase the ball. That's what's going to get you tired on the defensive end.
John Ray Pasahol eating that jumper on that offensive sequence. There's a foul here called against an FEU Tamaraw. Both teams now in the penalty situation with 3 minutes 36 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of our second game. This opening day matchup between the LPU Pirates against the FEU Tamaraws. Joshua Moralejo earning a trip on the line, cashing in on that first free throw to make it a 9-point lead for the LPU Pirates. Moralejo, second free throw. Good 10-point lead now for LPU. Moralejo taking a well-deserved rest with Lion Palingayan replacing him for the backcourt duties. Lion Palingayan bothering John Ray Pasahol. VJ Prey going left, running jumper, uses the bank, it's good.
Going downhill, getting easy shots, getting paint touches. That has got to be the steady diet going forward for FEU.
But they also must work on their way on defense, as they will not be able to get close if they will just exchange baskets here.
Yes, they have to find a way to get stops.
3-point attempt there by Luke Felipe. Nothing there.
They have a saying, Coach, sometimes there's a reason why you're open, right? So probably not the best shot at that moment. Everything had been working in the paint. So FEU should probably consider this, like, you know, let's keep that part of the game plan from going forward.
Montemayor now 2 free throws, cashes in on the first, reduces this lead 54-47. Misses on the second attempt, but there will be a foul against number 27, Miguel Ona of FEU. He was caught pushing off that rebound play. As we mentioned earlier in the first game, the art of boxing out, Coach Russell, seems to be lost.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we as coaches have not done a better job of making that an emphasis in our instruction of young players, let alone guys who are already in their 20s. We have to do this from an early age, getting players used to sound boxing out technique, not just chasing the ball, not just looking up at the ball when the ball's shot, really understanding angles, right? Robin was great at understanding angles of shots. That's why he was such a great rebounder.
Seems that players nowadays are enamored with offensive moves like Stephen Curry, shooting the lights out from way beyond.
You know, the head coach for the Chicago Bulls, Billy Donovan, talks about 95% of the game, the ball's not in your hands, right? A good player in a game may get 10 shots, maybe 15 to 20. So if there's only 80 possessions in the game, what are you doing when you don't have the ball in your hands? A great way to affect the game is by boxing out and getting rebounds. You can really help your team win by doing just that little thing.
Those little things really matter in winning games, as FEU attacks now. John Ray Pasahol finishing off that fast break to make it 54-49, 5-point game. FEU inching their way closer. 1 minute 49 seconds remaining, third quarter. Good defense there for FEU, forcing Lion Palingayan to commit that turnover, traveling violation. Mohamed Konate being brought back here in the ball game.
They're climbing back into this game possession by possession. They've understood now that going to the basket or getting paint touches is the way they're going to score. They just have to make sure they continue to do that and be consistent.
Konate, strong move to the basket, and that move prompted Coach Gilbert Malabanan to call a timeout. Their lead is only 3 points, 54-51. 1 minute 29 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be right back. And we're back here at the ENDERUN Colleges gym. Coach Chris King de la Cruz bringing you the action together with Coach Russell Raipon. Third quarter, 1 minute 16 seconds remaining. LPU leading 54-51 against the FEU Tamaraws. 5 seconds to shoot. Montaño, 3-point shot. That's a good timeout for Coach Gilbert Malabanan, resulting in that offensive production from way beyond.
LP was able to play inside out, and they got a wide open three. Again, it looks like the secret for LPU is being able to move the ball well enough to make FEU chase and rotate and have to scramble. And when that happens, LPU is getting great shots, and they have the shooters to make those shots.
That was a tough break for FEU, as The shot clock was running out on that play and they sank a three-pointer. John Ray Pasaol cashes in on his first free throw.
You know, when you look at the game, it's usually those little decisions we make that can impact whether or not we win or lose. So playing great defense for 21, 22 seconds and then not locating a shooter and he gets the ball and shoots, you know, that can be demoralizing for a lot of teams. So you got to play the possession all the way through.
All the way up to the last second. As we are here in the last 44 seconds of the third. Guadagna, 4-3. It's good. Again, LPU sinking another outside shot to up this lead to a 7-pointer. 63 or 60-53. Pasaol forces his way in. Make it a 5-point game last 22 seconds of the third quarter. 5-point lead for the LPU Pirates. 15 seconds. Strong drive. Reverse layup for John Barro. Again, a 7-point lead now. Pasaol against Lion Palingayan. 3 seconds. Does he know it? LPU was able to intercept, and that's the end of the third quarter. LPU Pirates holding a 7-point lead, 62-55 to close this third quarter. We'll be back for the payoff period.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company, like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits. And by staying connected and protected with Eastern Cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. We are Eastern Communications.
As we go back for the fourth quarter of action, let's take a look at the lineup of the FEU Tamaraws with Joric Bautista, Muhammad Konatse, Jedrick Da, Aaron Baguno, Luke Felipe, Leighton Benaventura, Miguel Ona, John Godinez, Clifford Tabok-Tabok, Rojan Montemayor, Samuel Alfonsis, EJ Herbito, Omar Gordon, Jiro Meca, Dre Miller, Stephen Cabigten, and Zerbiak Devars. Speaking of this FEU squad, Coach Russell, I've talked to several of their assistant coaches earlier, specifically Coach John Flores, who's one of their veteran assistant coaches. And in Tagalog, no, we say, Coach, palag na tong laban na yung ano na to, it means this will fight. No, because they have the core of Pasaol, Daa, no, the VJ Pre, who came from their core, from their championship team in the juniors. So this team has a winning tradition from all the way from their grassroots program up to their collegiate program.
Well, you know, a lot of what becomes important in terms of program building is making sure you have a feeder system where the juniors and the seniors are aligned in terms of how they want to play, what's important, what the value system is. So having players with a championship pedigree, it not only jumpstarts your learning process, but it helps with not only building and establishing, but maintaining a culture. So having championship players from the juniors becomes immensely important to be able to, especially with a new head coach coming into the program, help accelerating the learning for both sides, the players and for Coach Sean. Knowing that he has a solid core makes it easier for him to, okay, this is what I know what I can do with these guys. I know where I need to fill the holes.
And that is, I think, what some coaches are missing. You must recruit winners into your team, not only just players who have high skills, but players who know how to win.
Absolutely. You know, I tend to look at, if I'm doing player evaluation, the intangibles, the demeanor, body language, the pedigree is as important to me as much as being able to handle the ball, being able to pass with both hands, and being able to shoot. Because I need to be able to trust the players I put on the floor. And if you've won before, I know I can trust you, or there's a better chance I can trust you.
Speaking of trust, Daa still being trusted by Coach Denok here as he took the bucket strong. Foul there. Fourth personal foul against Guadagna. Daa, Jedrick Daa, one of the core members of that team that I've been mentioning earlier, the champion team of the Baby Tamaraws of FEU, who won the juniors title in the UAAP a couple of seasons ago. Second generation player. His dad was a pro player also before. Following the footsteps of his dad, Jedrick Daa, making it a 4-point game, 62-58, reducing that LPU lead with 8 minutes 51 seconds remaining. Peñafiel kicking it out. Montaño thought of that three. John Barro again, 3-point shot is good for John Barro. Cylinders working for them from the outside for this LPU squad, upping the lead again to 7 points. Mohamed Konate sidesteps. VJ Prey being bothered by the defense, but there was a foul. Referees had to step in. Versosa and Konate. Action heating up there, Coach Russell.
Well, you know, as I always have an affinity for the little guy. So in a situation like that, you're trying to get an advantage, knowing that you're going up against a player that has the size advantage and the strength advantage. You never want to be dirty or do something illegal, but you have to make that, you know, Konate, you have to make him feel you. You have to make him have to make a choice about how he's going to counter what you're doing defensively. You know, you just don't want anyone to get hurt. So the refs did a great job of stopping the action and separating the players and making sure everyone's on the same page. But hey, it's basketball. You can't, those are things you're going to have to deal with at some point as a big man. Having coached Brooke and Robin, they had to deal with a lot of stuff like that. So, you know, you had to be patient and understand the situation you're in as a player and just move on to the next play.
Good box outing job there by Versosa against Konate. That's what I'm talking about earlier. You don't let the rebounder have that space. And we have a timeout from the FEU Tamaraws as this lead is growing 67-58. LPU with 7 minutes 52 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be back.
By the Blazers, against Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.
Seven minutes 52 seconds remaining in our payoff period. Still LPU leading The FEU Tamaraws 67-58, a 9-point lead directed here by the boys of Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Good adjustments being made. It's like a chess game right now, Coach Russell.
Yeah, absolutely. Each coach is trying to take advantage of the lineup they have on the floor and trying to figure out how best to maximize their advantage. So, again, you're looking at FEU. Can they continue to get shots at the paint?
Full court press defense now by LPU. FEU breaking it. Gonzalez, rather, Jorem Bautista scoring on that play to make it a 7-point game with 7.5 minutes remaining. 67-60, LPU. Montaño, another 3-point shot in and out. Muhammad Konate, but more or less stolen by John Barra. Konate, presence of mind there. Jorem Bautista directing plays for FEU. 9-point lead for LPU. GJ Prey driving, but he will be fouled and he will earn a trip to the line for 2.
Going to the basket. Going to the basket is their strength. The Tamaraws have to continue to create situations where there's a long closeout so that way they can get a free gap, a free lane in the basket. And now you stop the clock and you get free throws. So, you know, this is a method to get back into the game. Hopefully they can get a stop down here on defense and, again, get another play at the basket.
Plenty of time remaining for this FEU Tamaraw team to mount a comeback. Still this ball game. VJ Prey making that first free throw, taking advantage of scoring without the clock moving. 2 out of 2 on that trip to the line for VJ Prey to make it a 7-point game. LPU 69, FEU 62, 6 minutes 49 seconds remaining. Jem Bravo, Barba against Da. Bravo, one-hander, it's good from mid-range.
If you notice, number 23 is hovering around the free throw line extended. That his matchup is Konate. It takes him completely out of the post. So that's why you can get that floater or that one-handed jumper there at the free throw line.
Lion Palingayan misses on that elbow three. Pasahol. He will travel in the process, giving the ball back to the hands of the LPU Pirates. Speaking of that other possession, Coach Russell, LPU has been successful in drawing out big man Konate out from the shaded area so that those mid-range jumpers, those short stabs could go in for LPU.
You know, when you look at what FEU has to do in terms of making adjustments, they're sort of in a tough position because LPU is shooting so well, you can't really go to a zone where that would allow Konate to be in the middle. But, you know, if they go man-to-man, you have to really, there you go, a perfect example of it. You have to make sure Konate's in the position where he can challenge shots. And right there, the guy's in rhythm, he can get that shot off, and Konate's not able to affect it.
Konate was out of position in that sequence. J.M. Bravo sinking that shot to make this a 9-point ball game. Dileg erased by Konate. 5.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. GJ Prey, one-hander. It's good. 73-64. Only a 9-point game. Jem Bravo again, looking to create. Peña Fiel gives it. Would want to give it to Bravo, but there will be an unsportsmanlike foul, which will be called against LPU. They're calling, they're playing their players back to their benches. There's an unsportsmanlike foul that will be called against JM Bravo. Officials reviewing. Let's see in our replay. Probably against VJ Prey, who had possession and was already off the races for that fast break attempt, Coach.
Well, you know, you look at that situation. If LP was able to handle the ball correctly, they were actually, you know, had a lot of momentum going to the basket. It was just the ball was just mishandled, and FEU was in the right place at the right time to get the turnover. So going forward, you have to look at, for FEU, how are we going to defend those handoffs? You know, are we going to go under? Are we going to tag and tag the hip of the receiver of the handoff? Am I going to hedge with the person guarding the guy who's giving the ball off? So, you know, at this point, you can't continue to allow LPU to get head of steam and turn the corner to get to the basket. If FEU can continue to get, you know, turnovers, great, but right now, LPU still has an advantage in terms of their speed and their ability to get into the middle of the paint and then kick the ball out for open threes.
Lucky break here for FEU as JM Bravo will sit out for around 3 minutes and FEU will retain possession. JM Bravo, one of Coach Gilbert Malabanan's hot hands here. Bautista, step back three. No good, but there was Muhammad Konatse for the clean-out job to make it 73-68. Only a 5-point game here with 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the fourth. Lion Palingayan gives it to Montaño. 9 seconds to shoot. Dileg against Pasahol. But there will be a foul against Pasahol. Momentum stopper, Coach Russell. The momentum was already shifting to the camp of FEU until that foul by Pasahol.
Again, you look at a situation where they had done their job for 20 seconds. You had made every move tough for the Pirates. And then this one slight, you know, moment of being unfocused, and then you foul, and now all that work is for nothing. So it'll be FEU's job to really try to gain momentum by finishing a defensive possession with either a rebound from a bad shot or with a turnover. If they can do that, then again, we're looking at what, a 5-point lead? You know, this is, you know, very easily a game that can swing back into FEU's favor.
Speaking of swinging back to the favor of LPU, a technical foul was called against head coach Denok Miranda of FEU for resentment to a call. Technical free throw will be shot here by Montaño.
You know, you got to appreciate these coaches. They work so hard, try to prepare their kids to play well. And just like anybody else, they get caught up in the moment, and they're trying to advocate for, you know, fair treatment, you know, and fair calls being made. By and large, this game has been called both ways in terms of the amount of calls being made. So
good defense there by FEU, denying Peñafiel. 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. 73-68, still in favor of LPU.
FEU has to continue to fly around on defense. Fly around, be there on the catch, and make LPU have to take bad shots.
Defend up to the last second of the shot clock.
100%.
Montaño from way deep, no good, but circus shot by John Barra. The bounders of FEU caught napping there as they up the lead now, 75-68. 7-point lead.
What a heads-up play. And their first three-pointer, finally.
Godinez sinking the first 3-point shot of FEU in this ball game to cut this lead to 75-71, only a 4-point lead. Montaño from way out, no good. FEU protecting the rock. 3 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the fourth. 3-point shot again for FEU, in and out, but there's a cleanup job but by DJ Prey. Jadrick Daa for that cleanup job. 2-point game now for FEU, 75-73. 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the fourth. Moralejo. Montaño gives it back to Moralejo. And LPU will run out of time. 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Ball possession will go back to FEU as John Ray Pasahol comes back in for Coach Denok Miranda. 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Well, FEU did just what we talked about in that possession. They played the entire possession, 24 seconds, and got the stop they needed. Now it's a matter of converting that stop into a great shot down on the offensive end.
Let's clarify some things here. Officials conversing. Play will continue for FEU. Last 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. Godinez. Pasahol fakes. Muhammad Konate inside against two gray shirts. But he will be fouled making that move inside. LPU now in the penalty, which means Konate will trip the line for two. And he has a chance to tie this game up, Coach Russell.
Well, what have we been talking about all game? The strength of the Tamaraws is in the paint. So FEU was patient, moved the ball around the perimeter, and then Konate was able to seal and then catch the ball, and now he's converting. It's a good job by FEU to be patient on offense and get a great shot.
Patience now reaping its fruits for FEU as Konate sinks one out of two to make it a 1-point game, 75-74. We're halfway through, 2.5 minutes and change here in the fourth quarter. Guadagna lines up for three. It's good for Maclod Guadagna.
He got the shooter's bounce, Coach Chris. Tough
Bautista
shot.
rush up the shot. DJ Prey contesting that loose ball. Ball possession will remain on the side of the Tamaraws. And Coach Denok Miranda would want to talk things over with 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. They trail by 4 points, 78-74. We will be back.
Review mo nga.
The shot by Claude Guadagna ruled as a 3-point shot. Crucial call here by our officials. Last 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in this exciting game between the LPU Pirates against the FEU Tamaraws. John Ray Pasahol having problems with inbounds, but GJ Prey breaking free on that cut to the middle. Coach Gilbert Malabanan protesting to our officials as they head into the timeout. We'll be back after this timeout. Only a 2-point game in this exciting matchup between the LPU Pirates against the FEU Tamaraws. Warning being assessed against Coach Gilbert Malabanan as he was protesting the last call. He was saying that it was a 5-second inbounds violation by FEU, which led to that VJ Prey basket as we enter the last 2 minutes. GM Bravo gives it to John Barra. Barra thought about the three. Bravo, one-hander, no good. But LPU secures the offensive rebound. Guadagna, 10 seconds to shoot. But there will be a foul against Bautista. It's only their 4th personal foul. The next foul will send a Pirate to the free throw line. 1 minute, 39 seconds remaining in the 4th.
It's an exciting game, Coach Chris. You know, the fruits or the seeds of the first quarter are bearing fruit now in terms of being a possession game, and both teams having to fight and battle to make sure they're getting stops or they're getting great shots.
FEU waking up at the right time here in this ball game. They seem to be napping in the second and the third quarter.
They're definitely awake now, Coach Chris.
Back to our play now. Joshua Moralejo. 10 seconds to shoot. Claude Guadagna kicks it out. John Barba. Step back three. Short. Mohamed Konate protects the rebound for FEU. Bautista gives it back to Godinez. Godinez using his left. Throws up a prayer. Konate.
They got the stop they needed.
Referees will review the call there. Out of bounds. FEU, let's see. We will clarify with our officials. Initial call made was Lyceum ball, but officials are reviewing here. Who got the last touch?
Every possession counts, Coach Chris.
Last touch, Muhammad Konatse, according to our officials. Lyceum ball. LPU protecting a 3 or 2-point lead. 1 minute 10 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter. LPU 78-76. Joshua Moralejo creating now for LPU. JM Bravo driving strong, and Montaño gets the basket to up the lead to 4 points for LPU. There will be a warning called for no timeout was called. Only a substitution. 5-point lead now, or 4-point lead for LPU, 80-76 with 55.8 seconds remaining here.
Sorry, Coach Chris. If you notice, they went. LPU went to a horn set, which automatically brought Konate out to the perimeter. That's why they're able to get an open look at the basket. So LPU was playing very smart there and getting a great shot for their team.
Same sequence for Lyceum, which FEU hasn't fixed in several plays. Pasahol, cross court. LPU, last 38 seconds in this fourth quarter. Lion Palingayan gives it back to JM Bravo. 28 seconds remaining. VJ Prey fouling JM Bravo. And they're now in the penalty, FEU Tamaraws, which means JM Bravo will have the chance to ice this ball game for the Lyceum of the Philippines University Pirates with one of his free throws.
Bravo has been solid the entire game, Coach Chris. He's been an impact on both the offensive and defensive end. And that's continued all the way up to the final seconds of the game.
He has proven to his coach that he is fearless, that he could be one of their main guys come the next NCAA season with a lot of exodus happening in their camp. This guy was fearless in facing Konate inside, and he sinks his free throw to make it a 5-point lead. FEU with a timeout, 25.2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be back. Seconds remaining. What would probably FEU do, Coach Russell, in this situation?
Well, try to get a quick shot, try to get a good shot. If you can stop the clock and get fouled while shooting, even better. Then you got to hope you get a stop on this end defensively and you get the ball back, try to tie this game up.
Pasahol going left, but he will be called for that offensive foul against Lion Palingayan, sacrificing his body to gain back possession for Lyceum with 21.5 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Coach Chris, I think that was a tough drive. Didn't really have anywhere to go. So trying to force his way to the basket, the defense knew he was going to do that, set their feet, got off, and now it's a turnover. LPU has the ball. There probably was somebody open who could have gotten a better shot.
RJ Pasor, John Ray Pasahol, forcing the issue there, resulting to a turnover. JM Bravo, the main guy for LPU today, being fouled quickly. Penalty situation for both teams. Chance for JM Bravo to further ice this game, take this game away from the hands of the FEU Tamaraws.
He's been spectacular, and what a great way to start off the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 with with this kind of performance. You're hopeful for this kid that he'll continue to play this way the rest of the 3 months that we're in this league, and he's definitely showing a lot of promise today.
3 players set to come in, but stopped by Coach Gilbert, as if this ball game will be theirs, not only if a miracle of a huge proportion happens here, miracle like a T-Mac-ish miracle happens here.
Stranger things have happened, Coach Chris. Stranger things have happened.
Lots of time, 16.1 seconds. That missed free throw. Felipe for 3. Short. And that will go LPU's way. And it's safe to say that they will take home their first win here in the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup against this gritty FEU Tamaraws team. JM Bravo showing the way here for Coach Gilbert Malabanan, with the likes of Montaño giving ample support from way beyond. It's the calling card of the LPU Pirates today, sinking their outside shots against only one here against FEU. And now let's wait for the singing of the respective school hymns of both schools and the announcement of our best player of the ball game.
best player of the game finishes with 7 points. 5 rebounds and 2 blocks from the LPU Pirates, John Bravo.
Both schools singing their school hymns, and our best player of the ball game is John Bravo, scoring 17 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist and 2 blocks and 1 steal. She will be joined later on by our CJ Ang for the post-game interview. Lyceum Pirates carving out an 82-77 win. Hard-fought win here for the Pirates, who trailed early in the first quarter but made some necessary adjustments, like drawing out Muhammad Konetse, the big man of FEU, who gave headaches to them in the opening quarter, being successful in that matchup. And let's just announce our game schedule for tomorrow. Still here at the ENDERUN colleges, we have Our Lady of Fatima University against the University of Perpetual Help Alsas for the first game at 1:30 p.m. And come 3:30 p.m. we have Guangming College will go up against the ENDERUN Titans for our day cap for tomorrow here at the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 3. We're still waiting for John Bravo, our best player of the ball game, set the pace for LPU. And we'll be right back for that interview after some reminders.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company. Like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits. And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. We are Eastern Communications.
(82-77), LPU Pirates winning against the FEU Tamaraws, and we have CJ Ang with our best player of the ball game.
Thank you, Chris. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang ating Antbox best player of the game with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. None other than John Bravo of the LPU Pirates. John, naging close ang laro ninyo against FEU all throughout the game. Ano ang naging susi para makuha ninyo ang panalo ngayon?
Sinabi ko lang naman sa kanila na maging focus na sila sa game at huwag silang maratel. Siyempre, maraming bago ka sa amin na mga rookies. And yun nga, sabi ng Coach Gilbert, bigyan nyo lang yung best nyo pati yung effort nyo.
John, with this win, ano pa ang dapat abangan sa mga susunod na laro ng Lyceum?
Abangan nila yung mga darating pang iba. Siguro, abangan nila yung mga dapat na mga nakatago pa sa amin.
John, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Unang-unang salamat kay Lord sa blessing na binibigay niya araw-araw. And shoutout sa pamilyang Bravo sa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. And sa Pangasinan, shoutout sa family Ramos na taga-Tagig. And Ramilo family. And pagaling yung papa ni Coach Jerich Felipe. Pagaling po kayo. Pray lang po. Then shoutout sa Carissa Porey. Hilang. Thank you.
Thank you, John, and congrats. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, our best player of the ball game, John Bravos. Thank you for that interview, Miss CJ Ang, and that will be it for our opening day of our PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup. And we must remind you to watch the games tomorrow, April 7, here at the ENDERUN Colleges Gym at 1:30 p.m. Our Lady of Fatima University against the University of Perpetual Help, Altas. And at 3:30 p.m., Guangming College will go against the ENDERUN Titans on behalf of the hardworking men and women here at the PINOYLIGA Cup. I'm Coach Chris King de la Cruz, together with Coach Russell Raipon. PINOYLIGA Cup #1.